Hi and welcome. So we're going to talk about scrolling wide datasets with BlueSky statistics. So a wide dataset is a dataset that has a large number of columns or variable names. Let's switch to the application. And when you launch the application, we have the blank dataset that's opened. The rule to remember is we show you 15 variables per page. And the blank dataset just has 6 variables. All of them fit on the page. And obviously you have the paging controls disabled. There's also a message here at the bottom telling you there's only one page. And the scroll bar here would be enabled if there were more columns to display. In this case, there are no more columns to display. You can also go into the variable view and confirm that there are just 6 columns or variables in the dataset. Let's go to another data set that I've opened, the car sales data set. In this case, you see the page controls are enabled. I can very easily click this to go to the next page. And here I see the next set of 16 columns. Here the 16 columns don't all fit on a single screen, so I can use the scroll bar here to go to scroll through the 16 columns. Remember, the scroll bar is only enabled when the 16 columns on the page don't fit on a single screen. I can click next again, and as soon as I do that, it tells you that you've reached the last page, and here I can use the scroll bar to go back and forth. Okay, now this will only show me the second page. Remember, when the scroll bar scrolls, it only shows me the second page. If I want to go back to the first page or to a prior page, I have to click this control. I can click it again, and as soon as I reach the first page or there are no more pages left on the left to display, you get a message saying you've reached the first page. So here I've got a very wide data set, and one point to quickly mention is I can always use the horizontal scroll bar to scroll back and forth through all the rows of the data set. Let's go back to this large data set. I can very quickly scroll through. This data set has a lot of columns. If you look at the variable view, it has a total of 100 and I believe 137 columns. If I go through the data view, I can scroll it page by page. I can also go to the end of the data set by clicking this button here at the bottom. When I click it again, it tells me I've reached the last page. And in this case, there are only 4 variables on the last page, so the scroll bar here is not enabled. Okay, so basically what you need to remember is the paging controls are enabled when there are multiple pages, and each page has a total of 15 and for 15 variables, and we try and display all the variables on a single screen, but in this case you can see because of the decimal places we have only been able to fit 8 variables on a screen, and I use the scroll bar here to scroll through and see all 15 variables, and I can obviously go to the next page, and whenever I've reached the last page it gives me a message here at the bottom. So with that, I'd like to conclude this video. If you have any questions, email us at support@blueskystatistics.com.